Changing minds one thought at a time.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Empowering Women series. How are you doing today, Jessica?
I'm doing very well, Akina. Thank you. I am home. I'm preparing for our weekend. I know we're both on the East Coast, and it's expected we're going to get some snow. Where I'm living, they're predicting anywhere from 1 to 36 inches. So I guess we have to just wait and see what we have in store for us. But I am super excited about tonight's call. As a matter of fact, I've actually been home doing the very thing we're going to be talking about all day today, as I was home not feeling well today. So this is a really important topic that I'm really excited to discuss. So without any further ado, why don't you introduce our guest speaker for tonight?
Oh, most definitely. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the founder and CEO of InspiredByVanessa, the one that's going to tell us how to educate ourselves out of the cubicle walls. It is none other than Vanessa Canterbury. How are you doing, Vanessa?
I am great. I'm great. Thank you for this opportunity. How are you?
I am great. Yes, and we're so glad to have you, my friend. Yes.
Yes, it's such a pleasure.
Yes, we're not going to keep these people in suspense because they are waiting for this hot topic, right? So
absolutely.
Tell a story about how you came out of the cubicle walls. Why is this so important to you?
Oh, okay. I came out of cubicle walls when I found myself laid off. I found myself laid off in 2011 after having 20 years experience in the administrative field. And I wasn't able to find a job for 2 years. Now, just imagine not able to find a job for 2 years, and you also have 3 teenagers and a single mother, and you don't have that family support like that. What do you do? And so I've done a lot of things here and there, but it wasn't enough. It was just enough to keep the unemployment going, but remember, that's going to run out. So even though I thought I had a backup plan, which is my 401k and my savings, I thought I was good. No. So I had to start thinking different. I had to shift my thinking, and I had to be open to opportunity. And so when I decided to be open and just surrender and to say, you know what, I know there's more for me, but I don't know where to go. So I just waited and I was open. So when a right opportunity presented itself, I looked into it, I researched, and I said, okay, but I'm scared. There's a lot of us. We're scared. We allow our fear to hold us back. We self-sabotage ourselves from our blessings. And I no longer wanted to do that. And so since this opportunity was presented to me, I said, okay, let me look into it. Let me take a little bit more time, do some research, and I'm going to go ahead and if it feels right still in my spirit, I'm going to take a leap of faith. And I did. I built my business while I was collecting my unemployment checks, and it's been absolutely a blessing. I didn't say it was easy, but it was a blessing because I got to learn a lot about Vanessa and to be able to say that going from the administrative field to a whole nother industry was the hardest thing I ever done. So just taking those walls down of corporate America and to be able to educate people around the world that the importance of having a plan B. We spend so much time in corporate America behind somebody else's desk, behind somebody else's schedule, telling us when we need to be at work, what time we need to take a lunch, how much time we going to make, how much vacation time we're going to have, limited us on how much income. I didn't want to be subject to that anymore. So I took this opportunity and I ran with it. So I don't have to go back to corporate America like I'm a rat begging for cheese to feed my family. Are you guys still there?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And so
technical difficulties on my end, so I do apologize for that. But absolutely.
Okay.
So, I myself, I left being a full-time teacher, and I also left in favor of being a full-time entrepreneur, and I can certainly relate to the feeling of freedom it is in order to really just create the life of your dreams. I work now more than I have ever worked before. I had a lot of fear about being able to replace my full-time income, although I've actually found in less than 6 months I was able to make more money as an entrepreneur than I was making when I was working full-time for someone else. But there's a certain freedom and a different feeling when you get to go to work as a choice. And for me now, I do still work in the field of education, but I work for myself. I'm self-employed. Yeah. I contract out my services. And, it's different when you're choosing to be there versus when you need to report to someone or you have to be there. And this morning I actually chose not to see my clients. I wasn't feeling well. I woke up this morning and said, you know what? I know my body is fighting something off. I'm going to stay home today. And it was my choice, and I've worked from home and with my other businesses. But I chose, to be able to stay home. And it felt amazing to not have to ask anyone permission. And this is the first time that I've experienced that. I mean, I'm not saying that as an entrepreneur the benefit is you get to stay home. That's not what I'm trying to say, right? Entrepreneurs work harder than most other people. But the fact is that it felt amazing this morning that I got to make that choice without asking permission. I didn't have to call a boss and call a supervisor and say, like, hey, guess what? I want to stay home from work today, or is it okay if I don't go to work? I'm not feeling well. No, I made a choice. And that's for me what being an entrepreneur is. It's really about having those choices.
And that's a beautiful thing. It's absolutely a beautiful thing. I remember when dropping my children off to daycare,